Hi everyone, today we're doing lesson 5-6a. We are going to write equations of a line that's parallel to a given line. Looking at our learning goals and scales to become a linear functions master, we've already talked about what happens if you change the slope or if you change the y-intercept of a line, and we've reviewed all three forms and trying to figure out which one to use under certain circumstances. Today we're moving into 5-6a, which is writing an equation that's parallel to a given line. So, parallel lines have the same steepness. Therefore, they have the same slope. So let's look at the slope of these two lines. I'm going to start with my red line. I could start from this point, and I think it'll interfere the least with this line if I do that. I can go to this point. I have a point here. I have another point down here I could use. Any of those are fine. You want to find where they cross at an intersection. So from here to here, I'm making my slope triangle. I'm going down 3 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope of my red line is negative 3/4. Let's look at my blue line. Again, I have numerous points I could use. I could use this one. I'm going to start here, like I said, just so it doesn't interfere that much. And let's go down to this one here. Again, I'm going down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, my slope is negative 3/4. Now, if I wanted to write the equations for each of these lines, this one would be y equals negative 3/4 x. I should be writing this in red, but I'm not because I forgot to change my pen. And my intercept is 2. And for my blue line, I would have the same start, y equals negative 3/4 x, because my slope is the same. The only thing I've changed for these parallel lines is my y-intercept, and my y-intercept for my blue line is negative 1. So I shifted this line down 3, and it's parallel. Okay, so now I want to find a line that's parallel to this line and goes through this point. I could do this mathematically, but let's do it by graphing. That's probably the easiest way since I have a graph. First, let's find my slope. Go from this point to this point, that is up 2 and over 1. Again, I could go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Anywhere along this line, I'll have the same slope. My y-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. So my original line is y equals 2x minus 4. But I want a line that goes through this point. Well, let's find that point first. Negative 2, 1, 2, negative 2, 1, 2. So this is the point I want to start from. Since it's parallel, it's going to have the same slope, and that slope is 2, which means I'll go up 1, 2 over 1. Up 1, 2 over 1. Up 1, 2 over 1. And I can connect my dots, kind of. And if I could draw straight, you would see that these are parallel lines. So what is the equation of the new line? Well, it's going to start the same. Y equals 2x because my slope is the same. The only thing that's going to change is my y-intercept. And what is my new y-intercept? It's right here at positive 2. So I've shifted this line up 6 places. from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along the y-axis. My slope is the same. I have parallel lines. Okay, I'm going to graph a line that's parallel to this line, but goes through point 2, negative 3. Well, let's write the equation for this line first. Where is my slope? Looks like I have a slope of 1. Well, negative 1. Up 1, over 1. Oops, I kind of went from the wrong side. Let me rewrite that because I usually start on my left. Down 1 to the right 1. Negative 1 and 1. So my slope is negative 1. So y equals negative x, or negative 1x. You don't have to write the 1 if it's a 1. And my y-intercept is 1, 2, 3, negative 3. But I want my new line to go through point 2, negative 3. 1, 2, negative 1, 2, 3. My slope is negative 1, so I'll go up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. And I can keep going as long as I wanted to. And let's connect my dots. I like ones because they're nice and just diagonal. That doesn't mean I could draw any straighter, but at least it gives me something easy to shoot for. My new y-intercept is right here at negative 1. So my equation will be y equals negative x, because my slope is the same. And my new y-intercept is negative 1, which means I have shifted this line up 2 places on the y-axis. Well, now I don't have a graph. How can I do this? Well, I want to write a line that passes through negative 3, 1 and is parallel to y equals 2x plus 3. So my original is y equals 2x plus 3. So I know my new line is going to be y equals 2x plus something, but I don't know what my new intercept will be. How can I figure that out? Well, I know it has to go through this line, so I can plug in these points into my equation. So negative 1 for y equals, my slope is going to be 2 times negative 3. That's my x value, plus b. And I can solve for b. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Plus b. And my last step, I just have to add 6 to both sides. So my new y-intercept will be negative 1 plus 6, or 5. That is my new b. Now that I know b, I can rewrite it. Y equals 2x plus 5. Is there another way I could have solved this? Absolutely. We have a slope. We have a point. I could have done point slope form. Let's try that just for fun. We've done y minus y, so y minus negative 1, it becomes y plus 1, equals m, which is 2, times x minus negative 3, which becomes plus 3. Would end up with y plus 1. I'm going to feed the birds or distribute. Equals 2x plus 6 once I distribute. And then multiply 2 times x and 2 times 3. 2x plus 6. And my last step would be just to subtract 1 from both sides. There are many ways you can solve lots of different math problems. And so, whichever way you like the best. This cancels out and I'm left with y equals 2x plus 5, the exact same answer. Whichever way you prefer. Some people don't like to plug into the equation to solve for b, but they're comfortable with the point-slope form. Let's try another one. I want an equation of a line that's parallel to y equals 2/3 x minus 1, but that goes through 12, 5. So again, my original equation is y equals 2/3 x minus 1. What is my new b, or my new y-intercept? Since I started with my slope-intercept form last time, let's go with point slope. Y minus, my y value is 5, equals 2/3, that's my slope, times x minus 12. Two-thirds times x is 2/3 x. Two-thirds times 12 is going to be 8. And it's negative because minus 12. And my last step will just be to add 5 to both sides. And my new equation will be y equals 2/3 x minus 3. So I actually shifted this line down 2 places on the y-axis. There it is, if you had graphed it. Okay, now I want a line that passes through this point and is parallel to this. Well, this one is not written in slope-intercept form to start with, so I can't even see what the slope is yet. So let's rewrite this into slope-intercept form. X plus 2y equals 4. Now the first thing I'm going to want to do is subtract x from both sides. And I get 2y equals x minus 4. Well, negative x. I'm not sure I said negative. Negative x plus 4 is what I meant to say. I think I said x minus 4. And last, let's divide everything by 2. And I get y equals, well, negative x divided by 2 is negative 1/2 x. And 4 divided by 2 is a positive 2. So now I know my slope. My slope is negative 1/2. Again, I can use my point slope form, or I could use slope intercept form. I did point slope form last time, so I'll use slope intercept form because why not? I'm going to substitute negative 3 for y equals and click Finished Writing. My slope is -1/2. The x value I'm going to use is -2. And I'm going to solve for b. So I have -3 equals, a negative times a negative is a positive, and half of 2 is 1, plus b. Last step, let's subtract 1 from both sides. I honestly don't have a preference which way you go, if you solve for b or if you use point slope form and rewrite the equation. Doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. B equals -4, so now my new equation for my line is y equals -1/2 x, because my slope stays the same, and my new y-intercept is -4, so -4. So I slid this line down 6 spaces on the y-axis. So remember, parallel lines have the same slope. That's the most important thing you have to know. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.